and welcome to another episode of Chasing Mysteries Gardens. I'm Rebecca, and along with my wife Karen, we are on a mission to renovate and rejuvenate our little piece of earth. There's still snow on the ground, but it is time to start thinking about seeds. And by thinking about, I actually mean buying. So I purchased some seeds online and in my local store, and I may have gone a little overboard. My garden beds are not that big. I have two 3x8 raised beds right now. I do have plans for another one this summer. And I have some containers that I'm going to plant in. If you watch my videos last year, I grew potatoes with some marginal success, and I'm going to do that again. But then some of the other containers that we have, I'm going to plant some of these varieties like cucumbers. I found a variety that is a bush cucumber and it says it does well in containers, so we are going to try that. Now, I know it may be early to be planting seeds. We are going to try some winter sowing this year, and I'm actually going to talk about that in another video. And I bought some things that we can winter seed for that. Brassicas, cold weather crops, carrots, radishes. You can start your onions outside, and some lettuces. So, well, again, we'll talk about that in another episode. Today, I just want to go over what seeds I decided to get and experiment with. So that's a lot of what I do, is just experiment. I don't know what's going to grow well. Again, we had zucchini for 4 years in a row now, and it's just never done very well. I can't control the powdery mildew no matter where I put it in the garden. I tried it in containers last year, thinking it needed its own space out of the ground, and it wouldn't work. Our ground is very clay, so that's why I decided to try in a container dirt. Didn't work. I couldn't get like the male and the female flowers to come out together, and when they did, I tried to hand pollinate, and if we did get a fruit, it would die before it was mature. So we've kind of just given up hope, and we'll just get our zucchini from the farmer's market. No big deal. What else? Pretty much tomatoes never do very well here. I try, and they never get ripe. And if they do get ripe, they get a disease, and I just, for some reason, can't control the disease. I tried radishes last year. That didn't work out. I am going to try again this year, because I think the reason why they didn't do very well is I sprayed some animal deterrent directly onto the soil, and I shouldn't have done that. That was a big mistake. So I won't do that again. So we're going to try radishes again. I tried carrots last year, and I just couldn't. The seed, it was too hot to germinate when I planted them in the fall. So that didn't work out. And then the ones I planted in the spring, the animals ate. So that is why I'm going to try some winter sowing, so that they will have a chance to germinate in the containers that I'm going to put them in. And then we'll put them in the ground. What else? All right, let's just talk about the seeds. So I got seeds from 4 different places. The first being M.I. Gardener. So M.I. Gardener is on YouTube, and they have some really good videos about winter sowing and just good tips on planting in general. And they're in Michigan, and their climate is relatively similar to ours. So I thought that these vegetables would do well there. So the first is Garbanzo beans. These are container friendly. They take 85 to 100 days to get mature, so that is relatively long amount of time. But I love hummus. I love chickpeas in my salads, so I'm really excited to try to grow some on my own. The next is a Hungarian yellow wax pepper. And here where I live, it's very popular to stuff these with sausage and cheese, and they are delicious. So these are also container friendly. They take about 65 days to mature, and I'm excited to try those. I bought some carrots. This one is cold tolerant, so this one I will winter sow. I got Space Master 80 cucumbers. These are also container friendly, and they do climb. Let me see. They take 60 days. And then you can grow these in pots or hanging pots and kind of let the fruit dangle. So I'm excited to try these. And then last year we grew kohlrabi for the first time, and it was delicious. I had never heard of it before. I didn't know if it would grow here. It didn't do too well, but I only planted a few of them just to see what it would be. I didn't know if we were even going to like it, so I didn't want to try too many. So this year I got purple kohlrabi. I'm trying to incorporate more purple vegetables. They're high in antioxidants, which are good for your health. So these are also cold tolerant. You grow these in the spring. You can also grow them in the fall. And they take 55 to 60 days to mature. They get a delicious, from the picture, they get this bulb that is just delicious. And then you can also eat the leaves that grow off these stems. So you can eat all parts of the kohlrabi. So those are all from the MI Gardener. Oh, and then they sent me for free, this is Spicy Globe Basil. And we don't grow much basil. We don't really use it a lot, but I'll try this. Why not? The next place I got seeds from is called Fruition Seeds, and they are a company here in my area of New York, not too far away from where I am, and their climate is exactly the same as ours. So these are meant to, I'm hoping that they do well here as long as I plant them. They have great videos online. On their website is awesome. They have really detailed instruction sheets and history about the plants and how to grow them and how to use them, and it's just a wonderful website. They also have some YouTube videos, and they also have videos on their website. So if you are in New York, I highly recommend this company, Fruition Seeds. So this is the bush pickle cucumber. It is a bush cucumber, so the plant won't climb. They only get to be about 2 feet high. Yeah, so they do have vines, but they only grow to be about 2 feet. So these are great in containers. They're good for small space gardens like mine. And so they're pickling cucumbers, so you can pick them at any size, so small, medium, large, and use them however you wish. So my plan is to grow them to be about the medium size so I can use them for pickles. I bought chamomile this year. I'm going to experiment with a few more herbs and herbal flowers, medicinal flowers. So I bought chamomile. I love chamomile tea, and I just want to grow it myself. I bought a lettuce mix for the spring and for the fall. This is just a salad bowl. It's a mix of different kinds of leaf lettuce. And then I bought the spinach giant winter, ideal for salads all winter long. Now I'm going to grow these in the spring. You can grow them in the winter if you have, I'm going to try to grow them next winter in a raised bed with a cover on it. I don't have a greenhouse. If you have a greenhouse, you can grow it in there, and then you will have spinach all through the whole winter. I bought yellow onion. This is the New York early variety. And this is also, you can grow these all winter long. They are cold tolerant, and I'm gonna winter sow these as well. Then another medicinal, I bought yarrow. I've never grown yarrow. This is called the summer berries variety, and it's different shades of pink and white. and I think it'll look really pretty as an addition to the other wildflowers that I pick or cut to bring into the house. So those are all from Fruition Seeds. Then I went to, I actually found seeds at the Dollar Tree that I wanted to try. So kale is early, I can winter sow these. Swiss chard, we actually bought this a couple years ago as a seed starter from a local place, and it did so well and we loved it. And then we couldn't find the starters again. So I'm gonna try it myself. Oregano, and also green, or this is mixed color peppers. And I haven't been very successful with green peppers. They don't grow very large, they're pretty small. I think that is an issue with fertilizing, so I'm really gonna try to step up my fertilizing game this year to see if I can do a little bit better in the pepper area. So those were all from the Dollar Tree. And then I bought some, I think it was Home Depot or Lowe's, one of the big box stores, had all of their seeds out already. So I couldn't resist picking up a few. I got a jalapeno because last year our jalapenos did so well, and we did stuffed jalapenos and they were so delicious. So I want to try that again. I'm going to try to grow them from seed myself. A couple years ago we did winter squash as a start. It did really well. Last year we bought starts and it did not do well. So I'm going to try myself. This was something that we loved. We would pre-cook it and put it in the freezer, and we enjoyed it all winter long. We don't really have the conditions to store them in a root cellar because we don't have a root cellar, and our basement is on the warmer side, so it's not really ideal to store things for long term. And then I bought some more spinach. And then for Karen, I bought, last year we tried to grow birdhouse gourds, and we started them too late. They didn't mature. We got one that she put up for storage and it rotted. So we had zero luck with birdhouse gourds, but we're gonna plant them earlier and try again. And then the fourth thing are the seeds that I collected last year from my garden. So I don't know if I stored these correctly. I don't know if I picked them when they were mature. I don't know if they're gonna work. So these are just trial and error, really. So I have dill. I know that dill seeds, you can winter sow these. They come back year after year if you just sprinkle them on the dirt in the winter time. I have calendula, pink Cosmo, giant marigold, pie pumpkin seeds, cilantro. So I'm going to try all of these again and see what comes up. And then I also have green beans. Actually, I did not buy any green beans now that I think about it. How did I not buy green beans? It's like the one thing I do the best and I love the most. Yep, no green beans. I'm gonna have to buy some of those. So I could plant these. These are the seeds. This packet is seeds that I picked early. And then I have another packet somewhere, they're not right here, that I wasn't sure if they're mature or not. Also, I don't know if I don't know if they're gonna work. So I'm gonna try these, but I don't have high hopes. So I'm gonna have to get some green beans just as a backup. And then I have my leftover seeds from last year, which should still be okay. I have kohlrabi, I have more radishes I'm gonna plant, more lettuce, and then some more carrots that I'm gonna plant. So that is a lot of seeds. Again, I don't have room for everything in my garden. I'm gonna have to make room. So I want to start kind of like a wildflower area for the things like the chamomile and the cosmo flowers and my dahlias, things like that. And then I want to have I have a little herb garden. I would like it to be in the ground because right now it's in a container, and some things grow and some things don't. So I thought I would try like a dedicated little herb garden somewhere. We have plans to move some of our lilac bushes to another area. Karen's going to expand out the front garden, so we have got a ton of things that we're going to do, and we're going to get as much as we can done in a year, and then we'll just see how it grows. So I hope that you will come along with us as we get our gardens ready and watch us as they grow. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more to watch it as our garden grows this summer. And as always, Suki Suki. Love the earth, love yourself, love each other. Till next time.